last episode, we were discussing the termination and ultimately the arrest of two former St. Regis Mohawk Tribal early childhood development employees. And we did receive some feedback from the community, particularly on Facebook, so we wanted to take a moment to kind of clarify and address some issues. So I'm going to address this back to the panel and see what we have to discuss about it.
Well, I would like to just talk first, simply because out of us three, I was the one that was called out by name, saying that I downplayed the situation, and that was no way my intentions of doing. If it came off that way, I would like to apologize, but that wasn't my intentions. My intentions just to simply put out the fact of what the counts meant to people, because so many of us thought that 12 counts meant 12 individual counts. That's all I was trying to do. I am not a reporter. What I do is I'm here to make my opinion and state my opinion about a situation, and that's what I did. And so I feel I was justified. We got good reviews, we got bad reviews. That just comes along with the territory. I'm thick-skinned, so I just want to put that out.
And I think that brings up a good point, too. I mean, to the community of Akwesasne, I mean, we are doing a job here, but we're not necessarily those on-scene reporters. I mean, more of a discussion group that we're just coming in and voicing our opinions on this. So I'm glad that you brought that up as well. So if we say anything that's going to offend the community, I mean, we're not necessarily doing that to get a rise from anybody. It's more or less just to say that there's a topic, we're going to tell you what we know about it, and then talk about it in our own words.
And if it creates more conversation within the community, then even better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel. And like, people wanted to say things, well, you know, you don't have children in there. No, I don't have children. But I do have very important children that are in that program to me. I don't have to be the mother to the children, you know, to be affected by it as well. You know, everybody has nieces and nephews. And
right. But I think that's the strength of our community as well, because this was a strong topic, and knowing that as soon as something happens to anybody within the community, especially children, we all gather together. We all want to make sure that justice is done, that information is gathered, investigation, whatever it may be, to kind of move forward from it. But it also brought light and awareness to that particular situation in the program. And again, we just want to preface also that there are really good employees there too. Exactly. So we have to acknowledge them just as much as we acknowledge the bad. All right, so you've heard a lot from both Anthony, Amber, and I. Let's throw it over to Ryan. Ryan, what are your thoughts on this?
You're going to put me on the spot. I think what we need is to clarify our roles and our responsibilities on the show, and maybe even just clarify what the show is. We're media, and we can't take sides. And that's the point. That's not what we're here to do. And like you started that one segment with, was we're not here to take sides. We are here to give you that information. We are here to clarify those situations. We got some good news, we got some bad news, we got some good reviews, we got some bad reviews.
Feedback is feedback.
Feedback is feedback. But the thing that everybody kept saying was, as news reporters, you guys are, you know, doing a disservice to the community. But that's not the role or the purpose of the show. We are a current events, highlights, and opinion-based talk show. We are not reporters. We're not here to just spew facts and numbers. We're community members, just like everybody else that weighed in on this topic.
We're not news correspondents.
No, we are not. We are here, and we fill these seats to give our opinions, but we're also going to give you that information. We are always going to give you the facts.
So I think it is important to note that this situation did happen, and we would have been remiss to not cover it. We want to make sure that we're covering, current events that are happening within our community.
Yeah.
So from this, we've learned, and we can move forward. But we do appreciate the fact that people are tuning in and expressing their opinion. So please continue with that. If there's anything that you see from any one of us on the panel, address it to us.
Yo, honey,